Stop for a second. What if just a few minutes today could help you speak English more clearly, more naturally, and with more confidence? Welcome to Let's Speak English. I'm Maya, and I'm here with Tom. If this kind of real-life English helps you, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who wants to speak English better. In today's episode, we're going to talk about how to talk about yourself in English through a natural conversation full of useful phrases, simple vocabulary, and real English you can actually use.
Hey, Maya. I'm feeling really nervous about tomorrow.
Oh, really? What's happening tomorrow, Tom?
I have to go to that community mixer event, remember? There will be people from all over the world, and I need to introduce myself to everyone. I always get nervous when I have to talk about myself in English.
I understand. That can definitely feel stressful. What part makes you the most nervous?
Well, I never know what to say after, "Hi, I'm Tom." My mind goes blank, and then the conversation gets awkward.
Don't worry, Tom. Talking about yourself is actually something you can prepare for. Let's practice together so you'll feel more confident tomorrow.
That would be great. What should I say after telling them my name?
After your name, you can share some basic information about yourself, like where you're from, what you do for work, or maybe a hobby you enjoy.
Okay, let me try. Hi, I'm Tom. I'm from Canada, and I'm an English teacher.
That's a great start. You can also add something interesting to help people remember you. Maybe something like, I love hiking on the weekends.
I see. So I could say, Hi, I'm Tom. I'm from Canada, and I'm an English teacher. In my free time, I love hiking in the mountains.
Perfect. That gives people several things they can ask you about. Hello, everyone. Let's look at some useful vocabulary from this conversation. Mixer event. A social gathering where people meet and talk to new people. Example, the mixer event is a great place to make new friends. Introduce yourself. To tell someone your name and basic information about you. Example, don't forget to introduce yourself to the new students. Mind goes blank. When you suddenly can't think of anything to say. Example, during my presentation, my mind went blank for a moment. Basic information. Simple facts about yourself like your name, age, and job. Example, on this form, please fill in your basic information. So remember, when you talk about yourself, start with your name, add where you're from, mention your job, and include an interesting hobby.
Right. Name, origin, job, and something interesting about me. That's a good structure to remember.
Now, Tom, what if someone asks you more questions about yourself? What kinds of questions do you find difficult?
Well, people often ask things like, what do you do? Or how long have you been living here? Sometimes they ask about my family or my interests, and I don't know how much detail to share.
Those are common questions. The good news is you can prepare for them. Let's start with, what do you do?
I usually just say, I'm a teacher. Is that enough?
That's a good start, but you can add a little more. Try something like, I'm an English teacher. I work at a language school downtown. I really enjoy helping people learn to communicate.
Okay, let me try that. I'm an English teacher. I work at a language school downtown. I really enjoy helping people learn to communicate.
Great. Now, what about when someone asks about your interests or hobbies?
I usually just list them, like I like hiking, cooking, and watching movies.
That works, but to make it more conversational, you can add a small detail about each one. For example, I enjoy hiking. I try to go to the mountains at least once a month. I also like cooking, especially Italian food.
I see. That gives the other person something to respond to.
Exactly. And remember, you can always ask a question back to keep the conversation going. After sharing your hobby, you could ask, do you like hiking too? Or what kind of food do you enjoy cooking?
That makes sense. I need to give some information, but then turn the conversation back to them.
Let's look at more useful vocabulary. Downtown, the central business area of a city. Example, there are many restaurants downtown. Interests. Things that you enjoy or want to know more about. Example, my main interests are music and photography. Conversational. In the style of a natural, friendly conversation. Example, try to keep your introduction conversational, not too formal. Turn the conversation back to direct attention to the other person. Example, after talking about yourself, turn the conversation back to them by asking a question. So when someone asks about your job, give your profession, where you work, and what you enjoy about it.
And for hobbies, I should mention what I like and add a small detail to make it interesting.
Now, let's put it all together. Imagine we just met at the mixer. How would you introduce yourself to me?
Okay, let me try. Hi, I'm Tom. I'm from Vancouver, Canada, but I've been living here for about 3 years now. I work as an English teacher at a language school downtown. I really enjoy helping people improve their communication skills. In my free time, I love hiking in the mountains and cooking. Do you like outdoor activities?
That was excellent, Tom. You gave me your name, where you're from, your job with some details, your interests, and you asked me a question. That's a perfect self-introduction.
Thanks, but what if someone asks me something more personal, like about my family or why I moved here?
Good question. For personal topics, you can decide how much you want to share. You can keep it simple. I have a small family, just my parents and one brother. Or if you're comfortable sharing more, I moved here for work 3 years ago, and I fell in love with the city.
And if I don't want to answer something too personal?
You can politely redirect the conversation. Oh, that's a long story. But tell me, how about you? How long have you lived here?
That's a great tip. So I don't need to answer everything in detail if I don't want to.
Exactly. Remember, you control how much you share about yourself. Let's review some more helpful vocabulary. Redirect the conversation to change the topic or focus of a discussion. Example, if you feel uncomfortable, redirect the conversation to a different topic. Personal topics, subjects that relate to private aspects of your life. Example, family, relationships, and health are considered personal topics. Comfortable sharing, feeling okay about telling others certain information. Example, I'm comfortable sharing my hobbies, but not my salary. Politely, in a respectful and considerate way. Example, you can politely decline to answer by changing the subject. So remember, when talking about yourself, you can share as much or as little as you want, and you can always politely redirect the conversation.
I feel much more prepared for tomorrow's mixer now. Let me practice one more time with everything we've learned.
Great idea! Imagine we're meeting for the first time.
Hi there, I'm Tom from Canada. I've been living here for 3 years now. I work as an English teacher at a language school downtown. I really enjoy helping students gain confidence in speaking. When I'm not teaching, I love exploring the mountains and trying new recipes. I'm actually planning a hiking trip next month. How about you? What do you like to do in your free time?
That was perfect, Tom. You sounded natural, friendly, and gave just the right amount of information. I especially liked how you ended with the question.
Thanks. I feel so much more confident now. I think I'm ready for tomorrow.
Now it's your turn. Here are some useful phrases you can practice saying out loud. Hi, my name is David. I'm from Mexico. I work as a graphic designer. I've been doing it for 5 years. In my free time, I enjoy playing basketball. One thing I'm really interested in is photography. I moved here because I found a better job opportunity. Something interesting about me is that I can speak 3 languages. How about you? What do you do?
Try saying these phrases out loud and fill in your own information. Practice makes perfect.
Remember, the goal is to sound natural and build connections. Don't worry about being perfect, just be yourself.
We'd love to hear from you. How would you introduce yourself in English? What information do you like to share when meeting new people? Tell us in the comments below.
If this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more practical English lessons. Next week, we'll talk about how to keep a conversation going after the introduction.
Thanks for watching Let's Speak English. See you in our next video.